Welcome. This is a SmartBizVentory. This is it's a free business intelligence inventory tool. It is a mobile version of the SmartBizVentory which can monitor and determine the performances of your business real time on your mobile device, just as you can see me doing right now on my mobile device. This is an Android phone. You can also do so on your iOS or any other mobile, Windows mobile devices. This inventory tool can help you to document your received stocks. Let's go to the stock page. These are all your stock. Any way you receive them, you need to document them. Then it can also help you to document all your sales. We can find our sales in the transaction page. Now these all the sales we have been documenting. They are all here. Please, this on a mobile platform. It has the PC version, but let's just try and go over it. Depending on the power of your phone, that's depending on how the program will also respond. It can also determine your help you to document your staff costs. If you come here, you can see here these are the name of, these are your staff, and at the end you will enter their some particular about them, and one of them is this salary row salary column feed, which we are seeing here. So you can also document other expenses. Let's go to other expenses. So if you carry out any form of expenses, you can also document it using this mobile inventory tool. Those are for the documentation. In the let's also talk about the report side. This one is just about documentation. For the report, it can help you to generate some reports. All you need to, let's click on the mobile report page. All you need to do is to define your start time and your end time. Once you define these two, everything that happens in between them, you'll be able to generate reports about them. That is, it talks about all the stock. As you can see, these are all the stocks in the database. This is the quantity that you have sold within this start time and end time. Then it can also tell you the total amount that you are able to generate. It can tell you the profit you made within that time, the stock balance, whatever is left of each of your product, at cost price, the worth of your balance stock. This might no longer depending on start time and end time. Please note, this now constitutes the entire of your warehouse or your shelf. You look at the balance stock at cost price, what is what, at selling price, what it worth. It also tells you the profit that could be made if sold, whatever is left at selling price, this profit that could be made, and some other info. But let's also come and look at this point, what is able to give to us. Again, this is the total sale for the period, the total gain for that period. Then the staff cost monthly. Remember, we have staff costs which we monitor over there because of the staff expenses which we have entered. Now it will pull the monthly cost of your staff, we pull it out, and expenses. This one is no longer monthly, but it's defined within this start time and this end time. All the expenses incurred within them, it will pull them out, and also now the net gain. You know, we have what we may call a gross gain, total gain, and net gain after removing your staff cost and other expenses. You can also give a quick preview of the database status. Let's look at that. Can give a, let's look for a place. All the pages as what I'm about to bring out now. Let me look for a place where I can easily just find all the pages have this information I'm about to. Now this is the information. Look at it here. This very information you are seeing here is what I would call a preview of the database status as regard the number exhausted, as regard the the numbers that is already so low that is due for reordering. It can also tell you the list item in the database in units. It can also tell you the number of expired items. Then the list day remaining for the any product in the database to expire if it applies, and the number of product that will expire in less than 60 days. It can also help you to get that. Now the details of this summary you are seeing here, which I repeat is on all the pages. For transaction page, you can see it here, it's here, and it's also here. For a transaction page, you can also see it even on the staff page. Let's go to the staff page. This is it here. This is a quick info of what is happening in the database. You see it on all the pages. Now to get the detail, let's click on it. Let's open the link to the detail. You can see the detail in your stock page. For example, to get in your stock alert column, let's go to stock alert column. This stock alert column. Now stock alert column, we can get low stock and finish stock. Now this product is now low, which is this DVD is low. Fujitsu Cement is also low, but our HP DV6 is finished, as you can see. Now you can also get the one that we soon expire, or the one that have expired. If you go to arrow days column, which is a remaining days column. Let's look for arrow days column. Let's just please note that this is on a mobile platform, so we have some limitation here. Please don't mind. Now look at this. It's saying that inverter has expired. Please, these are hypothetical. Don't mind if you are saying that an expired inverter is just for simulation. Now this expiration is based on this expiration date, which is here. So this has expired. We are talking about the details about the quick database summary that we are talking about just now, the details about them. Now you can also get the one that will expire in less than 60 days. If you go to the column or the days to expire column, that's this one, you will see all the report of the one that will expire in less than 60 days. Please let's take it easy, because this is a mobile platform. My phone is not that powerful to quickly just run this. So less than 60 days we have CD rack. It will expire in less than 60 days. So this is how you get the details of the quick summary, which we talked about the other time. Let's look at it again. This quick summary, that's how you get detail. You get detail from the stock page. Now let us go to this new entry page, so that we just get over some things over there. We can get quick info about any product also when we get there. Now this is the new entry page that I'm talking about. Now for any product, we are just talking about the capability of this program. For any product, you can easily, now before I go forward, please, let's maximize this workspace by first of all removing any flagging that we are seeing, any notification here. So I close that. Remember this Microsoft Excel on the Play stores, Microsoft Excel in the various store. If you use any other Excel editor or any other Excel viewer, it will not be able to run this program, though it's made it's running on Excel. And mind you, this can also run on the PCs, but please, the one for PC, as far as SmartBizVentory is concerned, is different. You can get that one, which is more powerful than this. Later we'll discuss that. Now let us check how we can get quick info about any product by entering them in the new entry tab using this feed, which is goods and services. Look at my drop down. If I click it, I move up and down. Let's check that CD that we said is less than 60 days to expire. Let's just click on it and see what happens. Now I enter my, let me enter the CD rack. I made it. Okay. Now I enter my CD rack. Let's look at what's happened. CD rack, you can see this yellow color that is flagging here. It said 20 days to expire is 20 days. That means less than 60 days to expire. So the color coding there is also alerting us. Why it's also telling that the minimum stock that is said, it's also telling us the stock that is left, so that if you want to enter any quantity for transaction, you know what to do. So let's go forward. Let's also try and see inverter, that one that has expired. Let's see the way we can quickly get info about each product. Now, if I enter inverter, you can see here as turned black. It's telling me inverter has expired in this place. Please just also know that we can get quick info about any item from this place, because these are the capability of this program that we are just trying to go through. Now, if we also enter our DVD, which is also already low in stock, it can also quickly tell us in case you need any quick info about any product in your warehouse. If I enter it now, you can see it's telling that it's low in stock because we have less than 20 left of this item. Let's look at it. We have less than 20 left. If we go to our database, we will see it that we have less than 20 left. Let's get it. That's let's try to monitor DVD. Where is it? DVD. Let's look at what we have left in DVD. Low stock 19. 19 is less than 20, which is the minimum stock that has been set. This is the minimum stock that we set, and it's 20. So we can see that that one now is low in stock. So it's just telling us straight that our DVD is low in stock. Now let us check an item called OTG, which minimum stock is not set, because this low in stock can only prompt us when you have minimum stock that is set. Now let's check OTG. So this can also tell you if mistakenly you have not set minimum stock for any product. Let's see. Now OTG. Now why is this one saying low stock level? Or sorry, it's saying that 11 is left, but that one we'll discuss that later. Or something is responsible for the color flag here. But if you check this 0 here, this is what we are talking about. It does not have any minimum stock that is set. That is just what I want us to know there. And we are supposed to set minimum stock for every product so that we can know when to reorder or order for for our suppliers to suppliers. Now, let's also check for a product like Toshiba, which we know it's not likely to expire. Let's say Toshiba. Now, look at Toshiba. Minimum stock 3. Well, number of stock levels 45, but you can see that not applicable is written here, which is saying that this it does not expire. So that's just what I want us to see. In all this quick info about any product, you can easily get that from your database, from your new entry page. Now let's look for a product that does not have issue at all. A product like battery. Let's check our battery out and see. Our battery does not have any issue. Why am I saying that? Minimum stock 3, and we say for a 3. Days to expire is 415 days, so it does not have issue. So this is how you can easily just get any info from your quickly from your database. Later you will also see that there are other things you can easily get, like prompt when you over demand. Maybe you have 10 products left and now you are demanding for 38, as you are seeing here. So something will also tell you over there. Now let us go to our stock page. Let's continue now from our stock page, and let's look at the column headers. We have so many column headers here, starting from serial number, which is the first one. We have serial number, we have the goods and the services, we have the CP, which is cost price. We have this remark. Please, this remark, we have another remark at the end. But this remark, you can write anything you want to write here about the product if so desire. Then this is our selling price, our intended selling price. The number in stock, this we shall explain later when we are entering when we're trying to simulate how we enter. Minimum stock, that we already know. Whatever you want to set and say, once my product is as low as this, kindly prompt me to reorder. So that's how you enter that one. Last stock date is the day you restocked last. Last stock sale, this one, this automated. What do I mean by automated? Please look at this column, editable column. Any column in purple that has purple marking at the header, at the header names, is editable. So anything that is black is not editable. So last stock sale is not editable. Stock balance is not editable. That one I tell you whatever you have sold and is remaining. Stock alert is not editable. That's automated. Expiry date is editable. You can always enter that. Arrow days is like remaining days for expiration to occur. You can edit that. It's just a report for you. Now days to expire, you don't edit that. Now remember, we have another remarks here. Any of the remark can be used for something else. Maybe you want to know the unit of your measurement, maybe in numbers, maybe in liters, maybe in kilometers, whatever. You may just want to impute such thing in that place. So whichever way you like, use your remarks button, whichever way, remark headers, columns, whichever way you like. Now, please don't mind the width of the, let's say, the formula bar. Don't mind the width of this remark that I was talking about. Let me show you something. I just wrote something here. The best of my product. You can see, I can't even see everything here now. This battery has some remarks here. Look at it. This battery has some remarks. But I can't see everything there. But if I click on that very cell and I come to my formula bar and expand it, everything here will show up here. So please don't mind the width of this remark. Just continue to write. Whenever you want to see the detail, please come here and you see the detail. Now that I'll be working, let me do a saving. Please don't forget to always do your saving. But you can do your setting and auto save. If you do your setting and say, look at it, auto save. If you enable it, you don't need to be doing saving. Microsoft Excel can use automatically save for you. But I was thinking, or I don't know, that it may slow down the performance of your Microsoft Excel mobile. So you know this is a mobile platform. It's not a very powerful device we are using. But if you have high-end devices, you may not have any issue. But now I left in auto save. If I see it disturbing, I will go and stop the auto saving. But if your own is in manual saving, please always save your entry. Always save your changes as you go on. But by default, Microsoft Excel for mobile is on auto save mode. That's just what I want to say there. Now, having said that, let us just try and do let us add a product to a database. Please, I may not enter a very lengthy. I just double clicked and this will become editable. Let us say Dove. Let me make it, let us say Dove. Dove, please. You don't go to the serial number to make your serial number will come up. How much am I selling to? Please always slide out to know if there is any feed you are not filled. And this is purple, so it's editable. Cost price is editable. So it's your cost price. Let's say I'm selling my dough for $3,000. In fact, let me switch over to the Excel keyboard, which I believe may be easier for me to use at this time. So let me slide in. Remark, I'm not writing anything. If you want to write, you have to leave this keyboard because it does not have A, B, C, D alphabet rather. So if I buy at 3,000, let me say I'm selling for 4,000. I slide again. I come here. This is my first transaction for this. So I know what I just brought. Let's say I just brought 80. Let me move again. And I said when I have Dove that my minimum stock, it should not be less than, let's say, 12 in stock before I receive a alert. Once it's less than 12, I should receive a alert. This point is my date, which is the current date, please. Then first of all, click out and then click here. Now, my date button has only one date, which is the current date and time. You don't need to force yourself over that. Just enter that and you get it. Last stock sale, I have not sold anything, and you can't even edit here. As you can see, you can't edit it. It's in black. It's not in purple. The header is not in purple. I just stocked 80, so my stock balance is still 80. Stock alert is still 80, so no alert. Expiration date, let me enter. Let me just first start like this. I will enter current date. Once I enter current date, I may now edit. It's just a simple way. Now remember this date format, please. My date format is month, day, and year. So if I'm changing it, I should know what I'm changing. Month, day, and year. I will just change that to 12. My due will expire on the 12th. Please, the December of 2017. Please, this is just for simulation. Oh, please, your due will not expire. But from today, we still have 61 days remaining for that due to expire. It's not less than 60 days, so we don't have any prompt flag here. If we have any to describe our due or unit of measurement of our due or whatever due means, we enter there. So that's how we enter a very new product, or for the first time when we are populating our database. But let's go forward to say, okay, now we already have something in the database, we are restocking. How do we now update an existing record in the database? Now this is where the trick is. Please, before I continue, I want to solicit with you. I just want to beg you that everything you see on this tutorial, take all seriously. Every step matters. Every step matters. This is not a normal Windows or normal PC, normal Mac that we are, very fluent with. But if you miss one thing as far as this one is concerned, you may have issue. The PC version is automatic. Most of this we are doing manually is automatic. That one run on VBA and everything is done automatically. But yeah, we have to do it manually, and this manually has sequence of steps. You don't do step 5 before step 2. What's the first thing we do here? Now let's say we want to update, let's just say this USB adapter. Maybe the cost price has changed. Maybe if it has changed, just change it. Maybe from 1,000 it's now, let's say 1,005. I just put there 5. Okay, let's just say 5. Remarks, no remark. Selling price have to move up from this one present 1,005 to maybe, let's just say 2,000, which is 2,000. Let's move. Please, this is mobile. Now in stock, this is where calculation coming here. Remember, we are working on USB adapter. We are working on USB adapter. Don't touch in stock yet. Please don't. Let's move on. Minimum stock, we are not changing. This date, we are not changing yet. Let's come and check something. Not this last stock. See, stock balance. Stock balance. Now this is where the calculation in this one is, and which you must note. It's automatic in the PC version, but here you have to note it. This one says that what is left in your warehouse, in your stock, in your shelf presently are 36 items, 36 rather units of this item. Assuming you just brought 10, you are not changing this. It's not even editable. You just brought 10. So what you now have, that if you add 10 to what is present, will now be 46. After checking that this to become 46, you go back. Remember this one, last talk says, since the last time we brought this very USB, we have sold 7. That's what this one is saying. That's why if you remove that 7 from the last talk 43, that's why we're having that 36. That's why we're having that 36. 43 minus 7, it should be 36. So now we are bringing 10 to add to 36. What you now have here, please, will now be 46. 46, because you are adding 10 to 36. So let's now write there 46. This is mobile version. We have to do this small calculation by ourselves. But let's come and see what we have in stock currently. It's still 39. What is this 39? It said that from that 46, if you remove 7, you have 39. Why is it removing 7? Because it is seeing the last date. Remember, we are working on USB at that time. It's still seeing the last day. Let's change this date now to the current date, which is today, current date. Your recent say should change to 0. Your recent say has turned, last stock say has turned to 0 here. And now I have my stock balance as 46. Please let us note this. Let us note this. Let us note this. I'm not able to do much, but it's the same way we continue to do it if you want to update your stock. See, it may look a little bit cumbersome, but I will encourage you to use it for your good, because we have a lot of benefit, which we saw at the beginning of this program, what you can gain by documentation. What you can gain by documentation, you can be able to have this flexible generation of reports, and you have your report soft copy online everywhere you want to use it and maneuver it. You can even stop if you enable your device where you control this very well. You can keep your phone at home. You have another phone. You open the phone. You see wherever you stop in that other phone, because this is just normal Excel. Wherever you stop in that other phone, go to your online drive. You continue wherever you are, whether PC, whether anywhere, you just be able to continue to use it. So please, I'm just pleading. Don't mind the little stress we just went through, this addition of 10 to whatever was in your stock balance, because this is supposed to be done automatically for you. But if you want that, go to your PC, use the PC version. It will be done automatically for you. Watch the videos about that. Now, if you check this, our drop down for goods and services, this filtering or sorting, let's sort. It will not work because this page is protected. If we have such a limitation, it means once you enter any item here, you can no longer search alphabetically. So we are now advising that please arrange your goods, your items, first of all alphabetically on a hard copy before you start entering them here. But we know some limitation can still come. Let's come here and see. We ended here UI. Here we are now having MLD, because we first of all did manual sorting, but when we were through, new product came to the database. That's what this one is just showing us. Now we have to now come and write MLD whatever in our database, and it's no longer alphabetical. So the way you go about this is to kindly make, when you finish each product alphabetically, after every alphabet group, create a little space or rows. Let there be some blank rows. You already know what you are doing. Maybe 5 rows as blank, so that you can have your search easily alphabetically in the future. But with this limitation, we have to look for a way of helping ourselves, because it is the way it is here in your stock. Remember, we are in our stock here. That's the way you will see it in this your new entry when you are searching. Look at it here. We are searching. We just entered Dove the other time. You can see Dove is not the last. How can you now be? Maybe you want to manually look for Dove. You will say, okay, after C, I should, after charger, Dell, between Dell and DVD, I should have my Dove. Please, before I continue, for the PC version, all these things, they are possible. It's just macro. You click a button, everything arranged for you alphabetically. But for this one, we are having this limitation. Now we are trying to beat it, because we want to have a mobile platform. We are trying to beat it. How can you beat it? Now you have, because this can take up to like 500. Let me check it. Please, let's see. What's the size? Okay, this is the size. It can take up to 496 items, but we have so far entered 30. As means you have 300 items, and now you want to begin to enter, carry out some transactions or documentations. How will you now begin to search for 300 here? what we will be able to do is that we will be able to do some, let me change my buttons. We will be able to do some search for you. Now, before I go further, this new entry page is used for the generation of fresh transaction, which I soon see that. For easy search of product in the database, we have to do this what I may call in my own language advanced dynamic search. Here, in case of non-alphabetical items, which we talked about in the other time. What is this advanced? Why did I just say dynamic search? And I said advanced. Okay, let's see what I mean by advanced. Assuming I say I'm looking for any product that has B, I will just write in B and click. Let's see what happens. I have battery. After battery, I still have laptop. Did laptop start with B? No. But laptop bag, B is the first thing that started the bag. After that, we have Toshiba. Did it start with B? No. But there is a B in Toshiba, UAB, USB adapter, and the rest. So this is why I say advanced. Because you don't need to actually know how you started the name of any of your goods or item or sell or product or services. Because you may have prefixed it or suffixed it based on some codes to classify them, thereby not making it alphabetical anyway. Even if alphabetical, you may have a lot of maybe groups now. AA, this, AA, that, AA, those. But they all started with AA. How do you now search AA? As far as you can remember that this, that, those, these are different names. This has T, the other one, everything has T. But some have A, some has T, S, some has E. Uniquely, you just go there and write that E. So it will be able to take you every of the items that has that E or that has whatever you have entered there. You'll be able to come out. It doesn't end there. Maybe I just want to search more. I want to be more granular. I'll just say CH. What are those things that have a CH in my data? Only charger has CH. Let me see if I have any other like GE. Let's say GE. Let me go deeper. So if you want to have so it's the charger. Let me try and search for something else, perhaps let's say SE. Let me see CER. Let me just search and see. Good. Battery has ERO, card reader has ERO, charger has ERO, inverter has ERO, adapter has ERO. So you can now streamline, be more granular with your session by just entering more. So this can help us to help in case we have, items database that are not really alphabetical. Even if they are alphabetical, once they become so much, you cannot be scrolling down. Let me do the major scrolling down. You cannot be able to scroll down through all. I didn't write anything there, so I can now scroll. You cannot be able to scroll down through all. It's difficult. And what I want us to note here is that you can see we have some spaces here between UCCM and HP Pavilion. We have space there. Between software and Surface Pro, we have space there. Now, those spaces are there because those items there, they have exhausted. Between software and Surface Pro, there's supposed to be sun in there. Let's check that out in our stock. Let's see what happened to our Sunny. Sunny, this is Sunny. See, number 20 is Sunny. As it exhausted, let's see. As you can see here, remaining stock balance is showing 0, and our stock alert is reading finished. So anything that is finished, you will not see it again. If you are looking for your sheet tab and you don't see it, just over scroll and they will come out, or just try to do edit in a place that is actually editable. It will come out. So that's how you, if you lose your sheet tab, just do that. You'll be able to get it, any of those two, whether you over scroll or click on any editable cell. Editable cell, not any cell that is protected. Now that's how we're able to maneuver the limitation of not being able to do sorting after you have entered your data. So that is for that. Now this session, what then happen if I search for a product, a letter that is not captured in the database, maybe a letter like Z. Let's see what happens. It will bring up the entire database. Please, when you see the, it means that nothing like that is in that database. When you see it like this, it will just bring everything out. But assuming something is in the database, I enter. For example, I just enter. Something is already there. Now say, let me search again. It will still bring up everything, but it will highlight the one that presently in that cell. Any other thing, it will be more granular and try to bring out whatever you have entered to try to search for it. That is all for that for now. The next thing, let's go to our transaction page and see what is happening in our transaction page. Transaction page is where you keep all the records of all generated transactions from the new entry page. This new entry page that we have here, that we have been, we use it to generate a fresh record. Just generate a fresh record, and when we generate the fresh record, we take it to this transaction page for book keeping, for safe keeping. So this place is like our memory, our hard drive, or our warehouse for storing our transaction, our records. So that's what we do in the transaction page. Let's look at the object and the information you can see in the transaction page here. What are the information you see here? Exhausted item, this we have discussed before. Now this is the date and time. This is number of records you can keep 10,000 records. Presently 26 records is already there. Safety always is just telling you this generates depend on the way this database is going. It generates some report for you just to alert you on what is happening. Currently no issue, but it just tells you please safety always. Then we have this end time and start time. This one is to quickly, on the short one, on the quick one, generate how much was transacted between this start time and end time. On a quick one, you just come to this all this your transaction. You want to know what happened between this time, you just copy it. I click any of those boxes, I just say copy. I bring it here as my start time. I bring it here. I've copied something, remember it's in the clipboard. I just bring it here. I click any of those edges. See the paste. Please remember this is our paste. I paste there. This is showing negative for a reason. It means start time is later than this end time. That's just why you are seeing this is negative. Bracket you are seeing there is negative. But now let's go to a later date and say okay, end time. I just click on it. Come to any of those buttons. Copy it. I bring it here. On a quick one, I just want to generate what happened maybe that day, that time, or those periods. I just enter it there. Let's see. Now what you are seeing here is the sum of the transactions that happened between these dates and this date, or this time and this time. May be the same day, but there is a time difference. So those are the objects or things that are on this database. Now we have the normal goods and services, the quantity that was transacted, the unit price for those things, the time of transaction, which we use in generating our report, the remarks, the total of the transaction, which is a unit, this unit multiplied by the quantity. So let's go there. Whatever is left, the balance of each product. From here you can also just know on a quick one, whichever item you are having that is becoming low in stock. So that's how you do that. So let's continue with our transaction. Let's continue. Now we have to go back to the our new entry page. Now okay, my tabs are back. I'm looking for my tab. because we want to carry out some transaction. Now the headers here, they are the same with the headers, the all these column headers, goods, services, quantity, unit price. They are the same with what we saw in the transaction page. So no need to describe that again. But now let's carry out some transaction. But before we carry out some transaction, please look at this. There are some things here. Transaction page. This one will take you back to that transaction page. A must-watch video. This video that you are watching right now, you can watch it while in the program in your mobile phone. But it's not just from the beginning. The area that talk about how to work on this page, because this page is very important. If you click it, take you straight to the one that pertains to what we're about to do now on this page, how to use this page, how to carry out new transactions, which we're about to do now, to document new transactions. Now for the video tutorial, if you click on this one, it will take you to the very beginning of this video. So tell anyone that you are giving this to that if he's confused, you go to this, watch this to know the particular area that deals with this page we're about to work on now, the transaction we're about to carry out now. For the entire video, you should click this. Please, that must watch. Make sure you get it and do it. Now, what do we want to do? Let's demonstrate how to carry out a transaction. For example, I want to carry a transaction on let's just say charger. I want to carry a transaction on charger. I want to sell a charger. For example, what's the quantity I want to enter? Let's say once I enter it, please, I have some information here. Please check it. What is left in charger? The stock level is 113. So I should not sell more than 113. That is very, very important. Now, days to expire is not applicable. Minimum stock we are still very above minimum stock. So now how many do I want to sell? I just scroll. Maybe I just want to sell 2. I click outside so that I will be able to click on this unit price. Now this is my unit price. Automatically it comes out 4,000 for charger. But assuming the price has changed, I can edit it. It's just to tell you that I can edit it. This is the date. The date should be current date and time, please. So I just update it. I just enter current date and time. This is the current date and time. It has picked it. Now, once I enter that, or if I have any remark, I can write. Don't, as I said before, don't mind the width of this remark. Just write whatever you want to write. Continue to write. Nothing will happen. You will get the details from your formula bar wherever you need it. Now, this is the total. This is the stock balance after I've taken 2 out of 113. After I've taken 2 out of 113, what I have left is 111. That's what that is all about. Now what do? I click on this and swipe all through the screen. I move my screen to the left and I swipe again all through. Once I finish swiping, I copy this. I just generated this information, but I have to go and keep it in what I may call archive. Now the very next available row in my transaction page, please, in my transaction page, I will click on it. Now watch this, very, very important. Tell anyone that has not watched this documentation that please, everything as far as this video is concerned should be followed religiously, because anything can make a miss. You can turn a lot of things around. You don't just click on paste. Click on this drop down button and use these values. Paste as values. By doing this, you will just help yourself in very many ways. I will simulate the other one and tell you what I mean by you will just help yourself in very, very many ways. And all the benefits I cannot finish, but I will just tell you some. Now let's do another transaction. Let's carry out another transaction. We are back to our new entry page. I click here. What am I selling? Let's say DVD. I'm low in stock. If I am low in stock, what do I have left? I have 19 left. I'm low in stock. Now look at this. Say this transaction date has been used. We know we used it. How many am I selling or transacting? Let's say 1. I click outside here so that I can have space for my unit price, which is picked from the database. Unit price, I have to enter this date because this date is not the current time. Once I enter it, you see this prompt will leave. This prompt will leave. Now we have sold 1 out of 19. Let's see what is left here. 18 is what we have left. Now we do a copy. Perhaps it's faster now because we are a little bit used to it now. Oh no, this one, let me do what I say you should not do. Let me just paste. I just pasted. Yes, it will come. Let's see. Oh, oops. Let me do something. It's like I did not copy well again. Please let me just do this copy again. Let me copy. Let me come here. Let me paste. Let me just do a direct paste. Good. Now I just did a direct paste, which I say you should not do. Look at what will happen. Look at this one. I double clicked on it. I still have my value, right? I double clicked here. I will still have my value, right? Now, for this other one, we pasted just like that into it the other time. Let's see if we still have our values. What happened? Our values are gone. So if you use this other method of pasting, you will lose your data accidentally. And please, we don't pray you lose your data accidentally. Let me try and bring up. Let me undo. Please know that if you made any mistake, you can always undo. Let me undo. Okay. Let me undo again. They are back, right? But I'm doing a final undo. I don't want this paste to take effect. I don't want this paste to take effect. Good. The pasting has gone. The pasting has gone because it was wrongly done, so I undid it. So that's to also tell you that you can undo. Now let's go back to our new entry page and let us paste right. Let us copy right and paste right. Now I click on this option button. I copy. I come to my transaction. I click the very next free row. The very next free row. I click on my drop down. I paste as values. Now if I paste as values, if I click on the 18, it won't just get out or get away. So that is another thing we have to know about that. Now this program also have this ability to do auto restock. Auto restock, assuming they return these products we just sold. Remember, how many of it do we have left in our database? 18. Because we sold one. We sold one. If we delete this, we are supposed to now have 19. I believe that's it. Let's go to our stock. Let's see what is. I'm coming. This DVD, and we are saying DVD has 18 left. Let's go to our stock and check what DVD has left. DVD. Now this DVD. Let's see what is left in stock. This is 18. DVD has 18 left. Please let's look at it again. DVD has 18 left. Is the last transaction we just did. Now what I want to do, I will delete this. It will also restock and now give you 19. Let's do it. I will click here. I will just continue to slide this. I will continue to slide this. And I will say clear. Let's see what happens. We have deleted that transaction. Now let's go to DVD and see if it has returned to 19. DVD has returned to 19. So automatically can restock whatever was returned back to the database on the quick one. Please, we have a lot of things we have to still do as far as this program is concerned. Please just a little bit bear with us, but in no time will be through. The next thing we will do now is let's say our database is to go to staff page. There's our staff page. I have to look for my buttons now. My sheet tab, so I double click, my sheet tab will come out. Don't forget that. Let me go to, okay, let me start with staff. Let us check on staff. Now please, I won't talk much here because we have really talked much. It says that as far as staff is concerned, please look at this. Let me see. This is something. Okay, what we are saying here is that we have 2 records yet. That's what we have yet, but we have space for 997. So also note that because we have entered 2 records here. Don't mind this record, please. Manually you enter all these ones. Number 2, that's your staff ID, your staff name, the first name, other names, the phone number, the email, the rank, the gender, the salary, the time. Now this time is automatic. You don't need to enter it. It's today less 20 days. What that day is trying to tell you that if someone has worked for 20 days in a month, you deserve that month wage. Please. But ensure you enter this salary, because your report pay we use to generate reports. That's all I will say here. Just clean up and just enter the record as they come. That's all I will say about the staff page. That's the staff page. For the expenses, anything that you bought or you spent money on that you know that you are not going to sell, you are not going to make money out of it, enter them here. Your bills, enter them here. Enter the amount. This time, you enter the time. The time is not drop down. You just enter. Is the current time. Just enter it. The goods, the services, the amount. Now we have space for 9,000. Please look at it here. 9,996 records. Expenses can be entered here. So far we have entered 7. That's what this one is telling us. Once with this date and with this amount, the report can be generated later of how much you spend within a certain period. So that is for that. Then the next thing we have to check is the help page. Let's look at our help page. These are our videos online, but okay, before I go to the video online, now we have other pages online. Repository, download latest version, the manual for this program, they are all online. Then you follow this link on how to use. These are all the videos that we have for this mobile version, how to carry out transaction. Now, for the PC version, it's a very long one. You can see over here. We even have pivot. Where is it? We have pivot charts. We have receipt, which is customizable, and so many other things. So that is for the help page. Now let's go to more things we can do with this program. We know we have taken your time, but it's better done now than to have someone using this program and begin to get confused. For example, you may want to reduce this program. Yes, as in it's exhausted. You want to continue using it because you have just 10,000 spaces here. That's what you have there, 10,000 spaces. Please don't mind, this is an open link. If you click on it, it will take you to the new entry page. And because this button sometimes these sheet tab, sometimes they will be missing. So you can use this one to go to transaction page, because you're always hovering between transaction page and new entry page. So you can use these quick links. It's just quick link. In case you don't find the sheet tabs, you'll use these quick links to get to each other. So whichever one you prefer, you use it. Now here we are saying we have just 10,000 space for record. Yes, this was well thought out. We try higher number, 40,000. Because our phone cannot really pull such an information. But for the PC version, we have up to 100,000 rows, which you can use to pick your record. Now, assuming this thing gets to 10,000, I want to continue using it. You already have your information or data there. This is how you can start using it. Please follow the sequence. First of all, you create another copy. You save as another copy. Create a copy of this. Keep somewhere. That is now an history for you. Now, this other one, you already have a backup copy. Please note, this other one is the one you want to. You will now delete some things here. But before you delete, please, you come to stock. You come to this stock balance. Everything this stock balance, you come and write it here. In stock. This will now be what is now currently in your stock. Make sure you do this first. Whatever is here. Now we have 43 here now. You come and write the same 43 here. Why is it 43 still there? Because from this record we have not sold anything so far. If you check this one, last stock sale. If you check this one, we have sold 5. We have 99 here. If you come here, you are going to have 104 because 5 was, yes, 104. You have to change this 104 to 99. That is now your current stock for this reuse you are about to do. Now, once you are done that, you come to your transaction page. Please have to be very careful here. You come to the transaction page. You click on all the headers. You slide and slide. You slide. You slide. Continue sliding. Just wait for it to come up with just a little time. Okay, now I think we are finished the sliding to the edge. When you are through with the sliding, I'm trying to get something out too. You click on this, the option button. I'm trying to delete here, but let's see what happened. Okay, if you can delete all once, I don't know what this is trying to say. If you can delete all once, I will tell you what to do now. Please, let's take a little time to wait for this program to come up. Please, let's try that again before I do the last thing I'm about to do. I click on the header. If I click on the header, it will highlight the entire row. I'm trying to click on the header so that I can highlight the entire row. Good. Now I drag. Please, this is a live demo, so please, I'm sorry if I'm taking your time. We're trying to try out something. Now, if this one refuses to work good, we are there now. Let's see. Okay, it's not there. What I'm looking for is delete, and delete is not there. So what we'll do now, we want to delete everything. What we'll do, please, we'll take it row column by column. Let's wait again for this system to stabilize. Let's wait again for this system to stabilize. I'll click here. Now see clear. But before I do clear, well, I just have to do it. I just have to do it for this. I clear. If I clear, row by row, I will clear everything. See, all the goods and services, they are no longer there. You see, everything here, they are still there. So you do this for each column, and you will clear all, and you'll be able to reuse this program. You'll be able to reuse this program. So let me undo, so that we'll continue from where we stopped. But before you do that, remember what I told you about resetting the in stock by what you have in your stock balance. Something happened a while ago. Let's see it. Maybe you are very far away. Now you want to quickly come to the top, just the top below for this one. You want to quickly come to the top. You are somewhere very far. Please, you see where we have this line frozen from row 3 is frozen. You just click somewhere above it and begin to move down. Now, the way I see that is that except you highlight everything, just scroll through quickly. I want to move quickly to the top, but this is not Windows. If it was a Windows platform, I just click there. I come down with my cursor once or twice. It will be able to open up the split, the frozen part. It will be able to open it up, but this is not Windows. So let's leave that and go forward. So that's how you delete and reuse. Now, as you are deleting and reusing, please know that the user's life of this program is for 1 year. That is why it doesn't mean that at the end of that one you cannot see what you have here or will not be interactive. Everything will be as is, and all will be interactive. You can see, check all your product, everything, but it's for 1 year. Once that 1 year and you will not be able to do a new entry anymore. So you go to our site and download whichever one is there by then. Help page. You go to this page and click on download latest version. So as you are reusing, you ensure that you, at the end of the year, you may be asked to download. A fresh version. Now, as I was saying, remember that this can only be done for 1 year. At the end of that 1 year, you have to download a fresh one, or you may reach us to extend the lifespan of this very one you are using. If you so wish, it's optional, please. It's not by force, but we just have to make it like that so that this program will not begin to lag and do some other things. We quickly have to just clear anything we observe. We just quickly have to clear anything because that's why we say every 1 year we'll do that. Now the next thing I want to show us is this. Mistakenly, somebody may filter. Let's see what happens here. Anywhere in this program, mistakenly somebody may just filter. Let's see. I want to go to the header. Okay, this filter. Somebody may just mistakenly, I don't know, but perhaps something like this happen. Where is blank? Somebody just filter to blank. Mistakenly, let's see what happens. Now, you see this? You are not seeing any of your record anymore. You just came, you are seeing your program like this. Where are these things that have been here? They are all missing. But if you can look well, after 3, the next you have there is 31. But assuming you are on a page where there is no 1, 2, 3 or whatever row number is not there, what do you now do? But you already know what caused it, which we just demonstrated. Just go to your filtering bar and say clear all, and it will come back. So that's how you take care of that. Now let's talk about something. Imagine somebody want to use this program to only monitor inflow. Maybe your transaction is done in such a way that you cannot only monitor the way you sell. Or maybe you are the type of person who bring condiments together, you make them together. Maybe you want to make a soap, you bring all the acid, whatever together. You do your soap. And the way you are selling is not a way that you can document. But you can document the way you are buying so that you know how you are spending over time. And the more you spend, it's likely to inform how you are prospering your business. Now, what you are about to use this program for is not for outflow, but to monitor your inflow. All we have been doing since is like for your outflow. It's like all those transactions, the transactions you are seeing here, they are for your outflow. Now, do you want to use the transaction here for your inflow, for such a scenario? You want to monitor the way things are coming. With that, you can also have two of this program, one for inflow monitoring, one for outflow monitoring. Because for the PC version, automatically monitor your inflow and your outflow at the same time, automatically without you doing anything. But this one, because it's manual, everything here is manual. We use our hand to do everything. So let me also attend to that of how you handle your inflow. Now, what are your inflow? You already know all the products. I'm trying to break out the tabs. You already know all the products you do demand from your we like call them vendors now, your suppliers. These are all the products. You come here, you enter them into this place. But there are some changes now that you will do. Your cost price may not matter anymore. The remarks, well, you may enter. But you see the selling price. It's your selling price that comes up here, not your cost price. That is where the whole thing will now look somehow inverted. Now I want to show you. See this price you are seeing here is what you have as your selling price. Let's go to DVD, saying 7,000 or 700 DVD. Oh no, stock. Let me click on stock. Stock DVD. Look at it, 7,000. Now, if you come here and write your selling price, if you click on your transaction page or your new entry, what you'll be seeing would be that selling selling price. But that's not what you want to see. You want to see how much it costs you, how much those products do cost you. That's what you want to see. So please, in monetary outflow for this scenario, is this 600 that you will enter here? You know what you are doing. You are not foolish. Though it's reading selling price here, but it's now your cost price. So that when you are now monitoring your flow, your inflow, when you click here, you'll be able to get that selling price, which is actually your cost price. But we know what we are doing. Now, the other thing we now have to check is that you must enter quantity. This program requires that you enter in stock quantity, because if you don't enter in stock, it will be seeing it as finished, and anything finished, your drop down will not be able to bring it out. We have talked about this earlier on. So now you know you should enter here that should look almost like an infinite pool, because you continue to receive from your customers. It's not only what is in stock now. They should have infinite in stock for you. So here you have to write something, let's say 99 billion. Just write it here so that you continue to take and take and take as you are entering your registering your transaction with them. And when you are through in entering your new transaction, generating transaction with them, you will come here and enter them. Now remember, you want to monitor your inflows. Whatever will now be here will be your inflow. A time may come, you now want to say, okay, card reader, how have I been ordering for card reader? You come here and say filter items. Let's say card reader. You click on your card reader. You want to know how you have been ordering for your card reader over time. You click on done. Let's see how many times we have. Oh, just one transaction. It's only one transaction. Only once we have received stock we have stored card reader. But what the beauty here is that all the history, assuming it's not once, all the history will be recorded here. And once the history is recorded here, then we are good to go. So this is very, very important. Let us mind this. Let us take note of this. When you generated that history we talked about, you just unfilter, and once you unfilter, you get your full records back. But there's something I want us to know, that our stocking, whether for inflow or outflow, this date is something we should always ensure is there. Without the date, nothing can be monitored. Everything about this program work with date, time, and that's how you generate your duration. So ensure the date is set, and for the inflow that we just talked about just now, the date will be set just once. You don't need to reset that date anymore. The in stock will be set once. You don't need to reset it again, because you enter something like 99 billion or something in that place. Anytime they supply you, you just continue to do your transaction at the other end. You may never need to enter cost price. If you don't need to enter cost price, leave it blank. Only enter selling price, which is the price you supposed that they will be supplying you with. But it may change, which we know we can also edit this price that is here. We talked about that before. That unit price can be editable. We have talked about that before. Now, not only that, we know that you can also generate a report. You can always generate reports based on start time and end time to actually know the inflow of products over this product, how you have been receiving them within the specified period, in terms of quantity, in terms of amount, in terms of total. Just like that for that period. So we can also do that. Now, how do we start this program? We didn't even look at that. Let me try and close this program and then try to start it. Let me just close it. Let me close it. Let me just close it. Let me look for this program in my database. I know it's in SBG. Now, this is it, SmartBizVentory. I clicked on it. It refused to start. Look at it. It refused to start. Okay. But for some launchers, it may start. For some launchers, it may start. But now it refused to start. The way you start this program, the universal way you start this program, is to start Excel first. Let me start Excel. Microsoft Excel, please. Not any other Excel editor. Not any other Excel viewer. But Microsoft Excel. Now, this is it on my recent. But I won't use that, because if you want to open it may not be among your recent. You go to Open. You go to the directory. I know my directory. I know it's in my storage, and I know it's in my SBG folder. So now if you click on it, this is the universal way of opening this. Please just know this is how you open it through Microsoft Excel. Now if we look at our online, let us look at our Excel. You can have an online account and put these documents there, so that you can always have this flexibility of working on it, whichever device you are holding. Once you have your online account, your online drive, like OneDrive, like Dropbox, and any other form of online drive, even for your PC, you can always work on it from there, so you can access it from any flexibility anyway. Flexibility. So let's still look at something, because I just want us to cover everything. We have talked about the support, because we want to keep this program free for everyone. If you know there's any way you can support us, we can display your advert on our online page, and even in this program, as you can see, we actually support us over there. Let me start it again. We actually support us over there. Where can we use this program? We'll be talking about it. Where can we use it? Now, these are our supporters currently. Good. Now, where can we use this program? We can use it in our shops, whether retail or wholesale, depending on what you want to do. You can use it in your stores. It could be a small store, it could be industrial, whatever you usually keep in the store, and you want to monitor the inflow and outflow. You can use this program. You can also use this program for your warehouses. It's for stock inventory anyway, for your hotels, for your salons, for any business enterprise. Now, no, it may not be everything you want to monitor. It may just be a particular transaction you want to monitor. So, on a handy one on your phone, you can use this program. What's up? It's free. It's free. That's that if we see any person or body of the that want to sponsor it, with all gladness, we embrace, we publicize. It's free. Then all we have discussed so far is for mobile platform, as we have said. If you need more functions and automation, kindly download the PC and Mac version from our web page. But you know, that one you have to be carrying your bulky system all around, but this is just for a mobile one. But it's worth it, because for that one you'll be able to generate receipts, you'll be able to configure password login, you can even configure privileges for different users. You restrict them to some places you don't want them, from some places you don't want them to get to. You can monitor stocking trend, both inflow and outflow. Here we're trying to say, let's monitor inflow differently, then monitor outflow differently. Then you can do the two together automatically. And all this one we are entering manually. Everything, most things over there is done automatically. You just click a button. All those ascending, descending, many things, they're just going to happen on their own. All those stocking. If you know how to, if you use the stocking method of the PC version, you will not want to use this one that much, because it's got that one, the PC version, makes it very easy to stock. It does everything automatically. Then for the PC version, you also have multiple users. You have a system somewhere, and many people can access it from remotely. Everybody going to use it, 4 people, 4 workstations using one system to carry out transaction. Then the other thing is that again we say kindly subscribe to our channels, our YouTube channel. You can bookmark our website www.efosmart.com, EFO, then smart.com. You can bookmark it. Support us to continue so that to upgrade this program and ensure it remains free, which is our mission about this. The last thing I want to ask is that you like and share our videos. Just make this video popular, and we'll really be very glad to you. Thank you. I know it has not been easy. It has been a long time, longer video, but what can we do? Thank you very much. Bye.